Sup everyone, this is Elijah, founder of the Veggie. I do want to say before we hop into the review that this review is sponsored by myself. I have several YouTube channels including one on side hustles, one on how to budget your money, one how to make money online, and one about Airbnb and real estate. So if you're interested in any of those, be sure to check the link in the description on YouTube and you can check them out. Now let's get started with the review. Pretty good. So how is it? You like it? Awesome. Okay. Okay. Pretty tasty.
I like it a lot.
Okay.
Is it what?
Okay. So what's Candace's thoughts? Oh, she took 2 bites. It's got to be good.
That means it's good. Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
Fresh ingredients.
What's up, Veggie Outers? We're at the Vegan Food House, about to give them a review based on a scale of 1 to 10, so stay tuned. Okay, Casey. So, what did you think of your food that you got on a scale of 1 to 10?
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say like maybe an 8. Yeah. I got the shrimp salad. Do you have more questions for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
And what did you think of the customer service here?
I thought the customer service was really good for the number of employees that they have. They got super busy. So it took a while to get the food, but it seems like they don't have too many people working at this time. So they were very friendly. I feel satisfied with that.
Alright, so what did you think of the overall atmosphere?
The atmosphere is good. There's like a lot of people here. It's a good mixture of people, and it's very laid back. So I like it.
What would you give on a scale of 1 to 10?
As far as I'll go with an 8 again.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about the price? On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel like the price was?
I think it was like actually maybe slightly pricey for what I like. My shrimp salad was like $16. I feel like it was a little pricey for that, but it was still affordable to me, so I would come back. Prices don't deter me.
So, like number wise, what would the price be?
So maybe 6.
Okay. Okay, Lucia, what do you think of the food on a scale of 1 to 10?
So my sandwich was amazing, so 10.
Okay. And what do you think about the customer service here?
Well, Well, I think it's good.
So would you give it a 10, a 9, or?
A 10.
Okay. And how do you feel about the atmosphere? The atmosphere on a scale of 1 to 10?
I think that the place is really cool, so 10 too.
Okay.
And super generous, you see?
Okay. And what would you rate the price on a scale of 1 to 10? You feel like it's too expensive or it's just right?
I think it's like every place, like normal everywhere here.
Okay. So you said it's 10?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Candace. What do you think of the food on a scale of 1 to 10?
I thought it was a 10. I enjoyed myself.
And how do you feel about the customer service on a scale of 1 to 10?
9. I give it a 9 because I had to wait like not too long, but yeah.
Okay. And what would you give the atmosphere on a scale of 1 to 10?
I think the atmosphere is cute. I just wish it was a little bit bigger. It's kind of small and cramped and loud.
So number-wise, what would that be?
Oh yeah, 9.
Okay. What would you rate the price on a scale of 1 to 10?
10. The price wasn't too bad.
Okay. So, how did you enjoy your food? On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give it?
I would give it a 6.
Okay.
Yeah. I enjoyed the mac and cheese, and the potatoes had a really nice rosemary flavor. The spinach was savory but salty, and I thought that the fried oyster mushrooms were hard fried, a little bit salty also, but all in all, it was a good meal.
Okay. And what would you give the customer service here on a scale of 1 to 10?
A 5.
Okay. And
Yeah.
you care to elaborate?
I just think it took a bit long. They weren't super hospitable in terms of as a group being able to all sit together. So it's definitely kind of counter service, but it's kind of how do you say, restaurant prices, right? So not, yeah.
And what would you give the atmosphere on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'd say a 9. I think it's really nice decor, nice ambiance. The music is great. It's a very, very well designed space.
All right. And what would you rate the price on a scale of 1 to 10? Do you feel like it's too much, just
Yeah.
right, or what?
Yeah, I'd say probably a 4 or 5. I mean, I think the portion size was good, but the quality, they were just very heavy-handed with the salt, and so that kind of kills the experience.
Okay. All right. What would you give your food on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would have
Probably 7.
every day. I would have very high blood pressure.
And what would you give the customer service?
Service?
Cheese, I think, yeah, bread.
There is no service.
They're all solid.
Okay. So if you had to put a number value on it, what would it be?
2.
He's even more brutal than his wife. Okay. And what would you give the atmosphere?
Salty, yeah, I think everything's salty.
8.
Okay.
I think everything is.
And how about that price?
I think a little piece of jackfruit.
5.
Okay. So, what would you rate your food on a scale of 1 to 10?
Well, I tried 3 sandwiches today. The first was like, I didn't feel the flavor, and the other was too salty, but the eggplant sandwich was very good. It was very tasty. It has like a garlic subtle taste, so I would say from the 3 sandwiches, I loved eggplant. It was very good.
Okay. So, number-wise, would that be like a 10, a 9?
For the eggplant, I would say it would be like an 8.
Okay. And what would you give the customer service on a scale of 1 to 10?
Fortunately, I didn't love the customer service. I think it's because it's very crowded here and they have a lot of customers, but it was a little bit poor.
Okay. So like, what number value would that be?
I'll say 3.
What?
3.
3. Okay. And on the when it comes to the atmosphere, what would that be on a scale of 1 to 10?
Atmosphere is good. It feels cozy, and I like the place. I would say like maybe 7, 8.
7 or 8?
Yeah.
So like, it's a 7 or it's like which one?
I'm going 8. Okay.
Okay. And what would you rate the price on a scale of 1 to 10?
I think it's average, so I would say 5.
Okay. Okay, Noah.
Yes.
What would you give your food on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would give it a 7.
Okay.
Yes.
And what would you give the customer service?
Well, the customer service, you serve yourself. I mean, you serve yourself. So it's for people who don't want very attentive customer service. But it's not bad. It's just the design of the place.
So what would you give it on the scale of 1 to 10?
I'll give it a 6.
Okay.
They're very nice. They're very kind. It's not, if you're expecting everything to be served, right to your feet, it's not the place for that.
Okay. What would you give the atmosphere on a scale of 1 to 10?
It's a cool place in the house. I'll give it a 7 as well.
And how about that price? What would you rate that on a scale of 1 to 10?
The price. I got the price. It's pretty much what I would expect. It's all in the middle, and I'll say 6.
Okay. Okay, Gal. What do you think of your food on a scale of 1 to 10?
Well, this time I got the club, the grilled chicken club, and it was really good. I'd say 9. I mean, as the club sandwich goes, it was really good. Maybe a little on the rich side, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, so I'll say 9.
Okay. And what would you give the customer service?
This is the kind of place where you do a lot yourself with the scanning of the QR code, or, well, I didn't go up there. I mean, if you go up there, I guess you have more interaction with employees. My only interaction was going over there to get my stuff when they called my name. And they're having a hard time keeping up with the water, but then they're so swamped today. I'll give them 7.
What was the number?
7.
7, okay. And what would you give the atmosphere on a scale of 1 to 10?
I really like the way it looks. It's so packed, it's hard to really get a sense of it, but yeah, I think it's really nice. Really small, intimate. Parking's terrible. If parking is part of it, I guess 8.
Okay. And what would you rate the price on a scale of 1 to 10?
I guess I'll do an 8 as well, because I mean it's kind of expensive, but the meals are big.
Okay, man. Okay. What you think of the food on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would give it. I'd give it an 8. I mean, it's good, but it's not the best vegan food. I mean, it's very good. It like she said, it's very, very rich. Whether you count that as a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah, it's very, very rich.
Okay. And what would you give the customer service on a scale of 1 to 10?
Again, probably an 8, because, like they said, they're very nice when you go up to the counter.
Okay. And what would you give the atmosphere?
Again, an 8. It's very nice. It's nicely decorated. It's just very loud because it's one small enclosed room.
Okay. And what would you rate the price?
The price, I'll probably give the price a 9, because I thought at first it was really expensive, but I'm going to give about 3 meals out of this. So, again, that goes into the richness of the food. I only was able to eat about a third of it.
Okay. So, Ashley, what would you give your food on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm gonna say a 6.
Say what?
I say a 6.
6? Okay. And what would you give the customer service?
It really is no customer service. Like if you walk up to the counter, they'll help you with a smile on your face, but it really isn't like nobody walking around actually checking on a regular. I think the lady that works here, she comes out every now and then to check on people, but it's really, you have to go up to the counter. But they answer your question with a smile, though.
So, like number-wise, what would that be?
I'm gonna give them a 5.
Okay. And what about the atmosphere? How is that number-wise?
I mean, it's crowded in here. It's a little chaotic. I think I've been here during the week. It's a little less traffic and chaotic. So I just think it's the fact that it's the weekend. But if I had to give it a rating, I would say about a 5 or 6.
Which one, 5 or 6?
5.
Okay. And what would you rate the price?
Oh, it was pretty decent. I give it about a 7.
Okay. What would you give the food on a scale of 1 to 10, Travis?
I was actually pleasantly surprised. I'm gonna have to give them a 10. I had the fried avocado salad, added some bacon on it, and it made for a nice little mixture there.
And what would you give the customer service?
Well, I guess self-serve is kind of becoming, I guess it's trending right now, so I guess I'll give myself a 10 for serving myself. No, it was a full house though, like it was very packed, so I guess for what it was, yeah, I'll give myself a 10.
Okay.
I guess.
What would you give the atmosphere?
It's a full house today, so it was just naturally kind of loud. They did great on the music level, but it didn't really help, I guess, because it's kind of a small space for a full house type of situation. So it's kind of really loud in here. So just speaking on that, I'll give it an 8.
Okay. And what would you rate the price?
Oh man, for what I got, I actually got pretty full. Yeah, I'm feeling nice and tugged right now, and I don't feel I overpaid for it at all. So I give that a 9.
So David, what would you give the food on a scale of 1 to 10?
The food was an 8 for me. The flavors were really good. It was a little bit spicy, but I enjoyed it overall.
You did, really? And what would you give the customer service on a scale of 1 to 10?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give them a 7 because they took away my drink, but they didn't know I was sitting on that table, so they gave me a replacement.
Okay. And what would you give the atmosphere?
The atmosphere, I'll give it a 9. It has really good vibes. It didn't cater to our big crowd, but we found a way to accommodate everybody, so that was nice.
Okay. And what would you rate the price on a scale of 1 to 10?
The price,
Oh yeah, it's like
an 8.
Interesting because that's like a more conservative area, right?
Actually, I'll give them a 9 because they have really big sizes for their price, so you can even share with somebody and split the cost.
Okay.
Outside the city.
What's up, Veggie Outers? So it was getting pretty chaotic, and we needed to do the giveaway during the meetup at the Vegan Food House. So here's my review, like real quick, in case you're wondering like why wasn't I doing it there. So I'm gonna give everything in terms of every category: atmosphere, food, price, and also customer service, a 10 in my book. Some of y'all might be wondering like, Elijah, aren't you like extremely biased? Well, I haven't made it any secret that the Vegan Food House is my favorite restaurant. So that's why there's like 14 other people to balance out my 10. So do with that as you will. As for I do want to address like a particular issue. There's 2 reasons I'm going to do this. And some of y'all might think it's controversial, but hear me out. I'm actually going to give an additional point to the customer service, the overall score. 1 more point when it comes to customer service category. Y'all might be wondering like why. 2 reasons. 1, this meetup was supposed to be a Spiral Diner, but they changed the hours literally like the day before, which is like, what the hell's up with that? But I'm just gonna move on. I'm claiming the 5th on my feelings on that. So in other words, a lot of times these restaurants actually know we're coming because they see it on social media, so they can kind of prepare ahead of time, get the staff like mentally prepared to, you know, be on their A game, that good stuff. But that's the smaller reason of the 2. The second reason, that day there was a heat advisory going on. It's like 104 degrees. And it was so hot that we went to get some vegan ice cream after the meetup, and we were standing outside just, you know, kicking it. It was 97 degrees then, with the sun out at night, and we were all sweating. That's how hot it was. Now, the vegan food house is a house. Keep that in mind. And they have a patio full of like outdoor seating. And for the first time ever, that patio had no one sitting on it. Every time I've gone to the vegan food house, and remember, this is my favorite restaurant, so I frequent it, there's always been people outside. There's no one out there because it was so freaking hot, which means everyone was crammed into that little house. That made the customer service atmosphere a little more chaotic than it probably normally is. So they're dealing with that too. That's why I feel that giving just an additional point based off everything I said is actually appropriate. But with that being said, keep your eyes peeled for the next meetup. Very excited about it. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.